What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I am Mace, and today I'm doing a TV series review for a brand new series on Netflix called Bloodride. It's a Norwegian production, and man, episode 1 has me flipping, man. This episode was wild. The series itself, let's talk about just the technicalities of it for a second. Cinematography is perfection. The acting was very good. The atmosphere was perfect. But let's just get into the meat of the story, because the story itself is what's important here. So, Bloodride episode 1, man, this was a crazy one. It was called The Ultimate Sacrifice. Basically, it's about this small family, mother, father. They move up to the country. They also have a daughter. Mother, father with a small, a teenage daughter, and they have a small pet as well. They move up to the country. They buy this small house. Immediately from the very start, it's made apparent that the mother, the wife, is very, very not cool. She's not happy. She's not happy with the move out to the country. She blames the husband. The husband blames her. They fight. And it's revealed very quickly that they've had financial woes, which has made them move out into the country. And we're introduced very quickly to some neighbors who have an affinity and a slightly creepy obsession with pets, and the way that they approach them is very weird, macabre, and they offer their help. They're going to come by and help doing renovations. The entire neighborhood shows up. How often do you have an entire neighborhood of people showing up at your doorstep to help you? Anyways, it's apparent that the mother is unhappy. She's bitter. She wants to change her situation. She wants to get back into the city. So very on in the series of the family living there, they discover rats in the basement. There's all of these, hiccups, which the mother does not appreciate. And they meet the new neighbors. And while the mother is out on a run, a jog, she sees two of her neighbors out near this big rock. And what are they doing at the big rock? They're killing one of their pets. Because in their eyes, this rock is a historical area. It's a historical sacrificial stone that the Vikings used. And they reveal to her that, this so-and-so in our neighborhood, they sacrificed their dog and they won the lottery the next day because they loved their dog, and they sacrificed the blood of this beloved animal upon this rock. And yeah, that's why they won the lottery. So this episode 1 was essentially all about superstition, greed, selfishness, being selfish, and just human sort of depravity, especially when it comes to, greed and wanting to change one's situations. It's sad, but a lot of people will change their tune very quickly. They'll throw their morals out the window, so to speak. And so first off, she captures a rat in the basement, and she takes it out to this rock, and she smashes the rat with a hammer. And she wins nothing. But then she takes the family dog, the family pet, out to this rock in the woods, and she kills her family dog, and she wins 4,000 kroner, which is not a lot. That's not a lot of money. And she becomes transfixed, obsessed with getting out of the situation. She lures her husband into the woods to this rock, and she's prepared to kill her husband because she knows that she loves her husband, but she's also prepared to kill him out of her own selfishness, to be able to move back to the city, to be able to have disposable income. And it just turns out that the spoilers for everybody, but it turns out that the daughter actually followed them out there, intervenes, and the daughter, out of self-defense, kills the mother. And Yeah, man. Craziness. So the daughter, in fact, does receive this blood money. You can call it blood money. And the beginning of the series starts out with this journalist. He's going to interview this CEO of a massive company. And at the end, it's revealed, because it goes, we have this opening scene with this journalist, and he's talking on the phone. I'm going to have this interview with this big CEO, and that's it. And then it goes 5 years prior, and that's the family arriving in the country. And the daughter, in fact, is the beneficiary of this blood magic, this blood, sacrifice. So the series, in a nutshell, it ties to many different things. Animal cruelty, our superstitious nature, how fragile we are, how manipulated we are, how susceptible to superstition. So it could also have some relatability to certain religious factions that have used their religion to commit atrocities. Of course, most religious people, they have faith. They're good and kind, amazing people. But you also have a lot of these belief systems manipulated and co-signed and just overtaken by these really, really horrible people, which then use these systems as their crutch to do whatever they want, and they use it as an excuse to just be horrible. And the pathological drive to achieve financial success, success across a hierarchy. So you want to be perceived by your peers as higher on the hierarchy. Why? This is the reason that people will often lie about their financial situations. They'll lie about their social situations. They'll lie about many things just to put up the appearance of being somebody who's, important or famous or, otherwise a higher position on the totem pole, the totem pole of hierarchy. And greed, selfishness leads to irrationality and evil, ultimately. And that's what leads to good people, seemingly good people, because at the very beginning of the episode, for all intents and purposes, the mother is a good person. But by the end of the episode, her daughter are both rendered evil. And it's very thought-provoking. It's saying something that I think a lot of us know, especially within this current world politic that we're living through, that greed is king. Monetary value is king. And getting ahead of your peers is king. And the lengths that people will go to is astonishing and sad and crazy. But anyways, that's that. Peace out. We'll see y'all soon. If you like this discussion, reaction, review of episode 1 of Bloodride, man, cinematography was there. This show was a very pleasant surprise. A very pleasant surprise. If you want to see more reviews, more reactions, more commentary, let me know. And we'll see y'all soon. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.